Before we get into the intro, if you haven't seen part one, I have included the link in the description below. It's the very first link. You can click it and watch part one. In part one, I promised you all that I was going to be back with part two, and I also listed what to expect in part two. This is what I said. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Part two is when she gets into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Whatever issues she might have with Cynthia Bailey. They don't have any, but she talked about that, based on certain interviews and things that, Cynthia been talking about. She talked about her marriage, divorce. She talked about the new show, the All Stars show. So she really got deep in part two. What's up, my Finna love sisters? Finna D coming to you all from Finna Team News.
Okay, switching gears here. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
Oh my God, yes.
How's that experience?
Oh my God, amazing. Like for me, honestly, it is one of the most beautiful experiences I've had on TV. When I tell you it was fun, I know you're like, what? I'm telling you it was fun, exciting, beautiful. It was drama, but it was like really genuine, heartfelt moments. It was getting to know a group of women that don't necessarily know you. And every one of us came in thinking, what is this one like? What is that one like? And your preconceived notions about others that were there, other housewives. But then when you got to know them and you interacted, and it was like you just looked at them through your own fresh lens.
Right.
It was amazing. When I tell you, it was top of my list at one of my all-time favorite projects I've ever done.
That's interesting. For those that aren't familiar with the show, it has Kenya on there, Cynthia Bailey, Kyle Richards, Luann Decepts, Ramona Singer, Melissa Gorga. How do you say Teresa's last name?
Giudice.
Teresa Giudice. So the teaser has come out for that show, and it looks very entertaining. I saw
really
the clip.
Good. No, I'm telling you, forget about the trailer. The show is fire. I am telling you, if you don't watch it, you are missing out. That show is fire. It's one of the best shows I've ever done. I promise you.
Okay.
Promise you, it's so good.
You might have me convinced. The trailer was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. The trailer was entertaining. Out of the cast, who did you click with the most outside of Cynthia?
Wow, so many of the ladies, like I can't tell you really one. Like I just clicked with so many of them on different levels. Okay. I think Melissa's like my homegirl. Like that's the girl I want to go out to the party with. That's the girl who we did the TikTok together. That was me and Melissa. You know, she's sexy, she's beautiful, she's got this fiery energy. And then Teresa, we bonded on like more of a we're both villains on our show, but we're really not that in real life. But people have these opinions and they don't know you and people don't take up for you. And, we just bonded on a different level. And plus, she lost so much in the last few years with her family and going to jail. And then for her to find love again, I just loved seeing that change and it made me hopeful. Mm-hmm. And then you've got your, Luann, who I thought was going to be really gruff and like, oh, I need my caviar, darling, honey. The thread count in these sheets are just way too low for me. I thought she was just going to come in there like, acting like so bougie, but she didn't, a little, but but not really toward me. You know what I mean? So we bonded on so many things, but she's so real. Okay. Kyle is the funniest girl you will ever hang out with ever. Like Kyle is, that's what I'm saying. What you think is going to be, forget about all of that. Watch the show. These girls brought it. When I tell you they brought it, and then it was just magical how we all interacted and how all of the, issues we had, and they broke the fourth wall a lot and talked about what really goes on behind the scenes and how we felt about certain things, and how we feel about the fans, and how we feel about tweeting, and how we feel about, social media. Anyway, it's amazing. Please, Ultimate Girls Trip is the bomb. When I tell you, I have chills. Like, it's that good.
Okay. I think you had me sold. I saw that you got in a little tiff with your girl Cynthia in the trailer. Are we in a? Did I make that up?
No, I'm just like tiff. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's what it looked like in the trailer. Was it that big of a deal or not?
I'm not sure what happened. Honestly, there was a moment during the filming where she just felt like, she had gotten into some of the other ladies or over a situation, and I wasn't like stepping up. But I'm like, no, when you watch it back, you will see I stepped up plenty. So it was like, we had that, but I think we got over it. But then, sometimes people don't really get over things, and it just takes them more time or whatever. But listen, that is a woman that I love, that I cherish her friendship.
Right.
And no matter what little things we go through in filming, that's not really my world. My world is a real world. And if there are real issues with my real friends, they come to me. They don't do it on TV. They don't do it in front of a camera crew. And I think that we have that kind of relationship. So whatever I think that could have happened on TV, to me, that's a TV moment. And I feel like as a sister, she would just come to me and say, okay, this is how I felt about this, even though it was on camera. So let's work this out between us. That's just how I feel.
Instead of me, being repetitive, okay, I did a long video, a little over 36 minutes in July when this rumor started that Cynthia Bailey questioned her friendship with Kenya Moore, that, she was talking about loyalty and all of that, okay? Click the second link in the description below to watch that video, because if you've heard and seen that video, then I'll probably be saying the same thing, okay? But let me go ahead and include a little, in the excerpt from that video in here of my response, and then we can just move on, because you can click the link and hear the entire video for yourself. What show have we been watching? This is nothing new when it comes to Cynthia Bailey questioning her friendship with Kenya, or being so quick to throw Kenya under the bus or say certain things. There's a difference between being a good friend, a real friend, and telling your friend like it is, and just simply throwing your friend under the bus, not caring about the friendship at all, stabbing in the back and all of that. That's a huge difference. And I'm not saying Kenya Moore is perfect, but from what I have seen on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia Bailey, Candy too, but this is a Cynthia Bailey and Kenya situation, so let's focus on Cynthia. Cynthia is very quick to do things for the camera and her storyline when it comes to their friendship. And I understand she have to make her money and all of that, but there are just too many situation that has happened that Cynthia could have been like, Kenya is my friend. I don't believe that she would do something like that. So I'm not even going to question Kenya or do that to her. You know what I'm saying? Where she shut people down, she's just going along with it. I'm going to wait for the show. Wait and see how far did Cynthia go and what did 50 Cent do and how she came for Kenya before I have a bigger or deeper reaction, okay? So I'm not going to jump to a conclusion. However, Cynthia have some nerve to talk about Kenya Moore not having her back. If I was to go through every single video from the Real Housewives of Atlanta playlist and list every single time she did not have her friend Kenya Moore back, we will be here all day. Okay? But I do love what Kenya said about, if you are my friend and we have real issues, I will hope that you will come to me off camera and have an actual conversation with me, because whatever that happens on TV is a TV show. Okay? You want to put on a show for the camera and do all of that, get your check, do your thing. But if it's some real issues, my real friends come to me. There's this clip that I always play about Eva. Forget the part about the bassinet. I want to get to the part what Eva said, when Kenya sees something, she will contact me.
Kenya, I don't care what nobody say about Kenya. I rock with Kenya more because Kenya she shows up when ain't no cameras around, when nobody is here to talk about it, when you don't put it on Instagram. My bassinet my baby sleeps in right now, Kenya gave me, put together, personally delivered to my house. Like, that was never on TV. You'll never tweet about that. Christmas morning, good morning, Merry Christmas, Sterling. Just little stuff, you know what I mean? When something she sees on Instagram or something she heard, she'll call me personally.
Right. I love that part. If she hears something, sees something online and all of that, she's not about to clap back online before actually picking up the phone and calling that friend and saying, hey friend, I heard this, I saw this, is it true? Basically, in summary, okay, Cynthia had an issue with me on the show. She confronted me on the show. We had our moment on the show. The show is over. Since the show ended, Cynthia Bailey is not calling me complaining that she still have an issue with me. So as far as I am concerned, we did a show, they cut our checks, you know what I'm saying? We are good. Now, if Cynthia is doing interviews insinuating that I still have issues, then that has nothing to do with me, because my real friends will pick up the phone and call me if they are still upset about what happened on TV and they have an issue with me. If whatever that happened on TV ended on TV, then that's where I left it. Okay? So anything else outside of that, pick up the phone and call me and be a real friend and have a conversation. Because on my end, we're good. I even invited you to come and be in the audience and Dancing with the Stars, and the list goes on and on. So Kenya is basically saying, on my end, we're good. Anything else outside of that, I don't know about. Let's move on to the rest of the Instagram Live because I have more to say at the end.
Okay. There was also a heated moment with you and Ramona.
A heated moment? How about many heated moments? Okay. When I tell you I had to get that little heifer together, okay, I had to just let her know who she was trying to come for. These are, it's going to be going down for the record, okay?
Okay. Is there anything else we want to talk about in terms of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip? Because I want to go on to Atlanta Housewives. I know you don't have a lot of time. So is there anything else about the Ultimate Girls Trip you want to talk about, or we close that chapter to the next topic?
Oh, you said what? Is there anything else?
Is there anything else about that particular show? Because I want to move on to Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, no, it's great. So it premieres on Peacock, which is NBC's streaming network, on November 18th. So guys, you'll want to binge watch it. You're not going to want to watch one episode. You're going to just keep clicking to the next, because it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna watch. Switching gears to Real Housewives of Atlanta. We love you on this show. We're glad that you're coming back. We were just talking about Cynthia. There was a cash shakeup. We broke the story. Then everyone else talked about the story. And Cynthia and I think Porsha at this point have said they're not coming back.
Yes.
Did you, Cynthia and you are close friends or are friends. Did you try to talk to Cynthia out of leaving the show? Or were you just like, I understand where you're coming from?
Well, I think it was a couple of things. I think it was kind of known that she may not have been coming back as a housewife, and then that ended up being true. Right. And I think that they ended up extending her an offer, as a friend. And then, for her to say no to that, I really respected it because, listen, she's been a great housewife for 10 or 11 seasons. She's been a voice of reason. She's beautiful to look at. Lots of very interesting relationships that she's been in and out of. But her story is very full circle in a way that is great. Like, she left on top. You got married basically 3 times on a show. And you're ending with this beautiful relationship. And I feel like that is the best way to leave a show. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, you're
Yeah.
leaving on top. And
Yeah.
how many times can we look back and say a housewife left while they're on top?
Yeah.
So I commend her for it. It was a decision she needed to make, but I think
Yeah.
it was best for not only her but for her family. You know what? We'll see her again. You know, she's got
Yeah.
other projects going. We'll see her again. It's not the last we'll see of those cheekbones, honey.
Porsha isn't coming back either. I know that you two on the show weren't necessarily friendly. Were you surprised that she decided to leave?
No, I wasn't surprised because again, it was like tea that I kind of knew ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Listen,
Well,
I
wait a
think
minute, wait
with
a minute.
that whole
But when you heard before you heard the tea, were you surprised? We didn't hear the tea with you. So before you heard the tea, were you surprised that she was not going to come back?
no, because of the situation that she was in. Yeah, I don't think so because listen, clearly there was some controversy involved in how she met her now fiance and all of those things. And I think that with her having her own spinoff, it's kind of like Kim Zolciak spinoff. So and Kim Zolciak can be a villain, you know, when she's you know, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but on her show she can be a hero.
Yeah.
And I think that those things were a factor for her and the type of show that we do versus the type of show she can do on her own. So I think that you know, the best decision for her was the one that she made. And I'm happy for her. I hope that she works it out and she can continue to do things. Listen, we haven't heard the last of Porsha either, you know,
Right.
So I wish her well.
Okay. There are rumors, and I don't know how much you're going to speak of this. There are rumors that Sheree is coming back to the show.
Yeah.
Sheree,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
If those rumors were true, are you happy to hear about that, or?
I love Sheree. You know what I mean? I loved Sheree. She is she's very funny, she's very honest. She does things as unexpected. And listen, I want to know about Tyrone, okay? You gotta call Tyrone. But did she
forgot
call
about
him? Because I need to know, did she call Tyrone? Is Tyrone laid up in the house? Okay, what kind of situation is going on over there? Okay. That's what I want to know. So yes, I would be happy to see her come back because I need to see.
Yeah, I forgot about him, but I remember, and there were still stories circulating about them. Would you be here for seeing Nene return to the show?
You know what? Nene, I believe, is an asset to Real Housewives. As much as you know, I fought with her or the issues that we've had with me and her personhood, and I still believe as a producer head, as a fan of the show, that there is a place for her on Real Housewives.
Okay. When we interviewed her, I interviewed her. That's essentially the same thing that she said about you. She was like, I don't like Kenya, but I mean, she didn't say it like that. I'm paraphrasing. Like she was just basically like, she's good for TV. That's what I got out of it. What who do you think should return to the show?
Oh, that's currently on the show?
Yes.
I don't know. The only other person I would say, and I don't have any love for them at all, but they are an extreme. They start a lot of trouble for no reason, and that would be Kenya. And so, if I had to pick anybody, I would say Kenya and Porsha. Kenya because she is a complete troublemaker. That's how she lives her life.
I think I've heard you say before that you feel like Kenya is like you don't care for her, but she's good TV. I feel like I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, okay. She's a good troublemaker. She has nothing else to do with be trouble.
Right. Yeah.
So
you know, and I feel bad that you know she lost Greg because everyone loved Greg. I left Dancing with the Stars just to fly back to his repass. And it's unfortunate what happened to him. I think he was loved by everyone. You wouldn't hear anyone say a negative thing about Greg. And that's a beautiful thing to think back on your legacy of your life, that all of these people came out to support you and they love you and you were a genuine person. And for her to lose that, I feel sorry for her because that's a great loss. And that was a man who stood by her for many years. And how many of us want that situation? No matter what was going on at home, when those cameras were up, he was like, I have my wife's back. Okay. So back off. And you have to admire a man like that.
I'm obviously I've never you know, I've never lost a husband. I can't imagine, or a mate or a partner, somebody that you've been with for years. So I can't imagine going through that, you know. And
Exactly.
he was, whenever I would see him, the sweetest, the, you know, the most regular, down to earth.
So sweet, so kind, and just a gentleman, you know, and never got in the women's business. Never.
No, that wasn't his thing.
Yeah.
So you were friendly with LaToya, right?
Yes.
Were you sad to hear that she wasn't coming back? Do you think she should have came back? What's your kind of feelings about that?
Listen, I thought LaToya was good TV. I thought she was absolutely crazy, but crazy makes good TV, you know what I mean?
She was nuts. Yeah. She was nuts.
Listen, I haven't heard that she was not coming back. So we don't know what the future holds, but I think that, under the right circumstances, and if she was in a relationship and willing to show that, and we saw something different from her, I think it would be a good opportunity for her.
Yeah. Do you still speak to her?
Yeah, I speak to her. I haven't since I've been here, just through Instagram or stuff like that. But yeah, not as extensively as I did before.
Okay. Would you have liked to see Fallon come back?
I don't think Fallon wanted to come back. You know what I mean? I think that she made it kind of clear that it was Simon who wanted to be on Real Housewives more than she wanted to be on Real Housewives. So, that's a hard call, because I think that especially after some things happened, that she didn't want to come. She didn't want to come back. So if somebody doesn't want to be there, you don't want them there, because it's not a good situation for them. You can come in. That's Brooklyn. She's coming home. You can come in, guys. Sorry about that.
You're fine. You're mommy. Last season, you and Marlo sort of made amends. And so that was a cool kind of situation to follow. What's your relationship like with Marlo now?
We're in a good place. She doesn't know how to return phone calls, but shade. But yeah, we're in a good place. Marlo is the type of person that when she is in a relationship, in a friendship with you, she definitely is for you. And and we were friends before, which is the weird thing, is she knew that I didn't really start that drama with her, but I understood why her feelings were hurt also, and I had to acknowledge that. So I think that we're in a great place. At least right now we're in a great place. Let's see what happens when filming starts.
Okay. Is your daughter in there now?
Cheney.
Okay. Because everybody's in the comments is asking for Brooklyn. Okay.
Okay.
Would you ever do a dating show?
Hi, baby. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh my God. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Give me off camera.
She needs her hair combed. Say hi.
Hi, Brooklyn. Hey, girl. What's up? What you doing? You're so cute.
She's with my best friend just came in from Detroit, so she's here.
Hi, best friend.
And her son is here. Come say hi, Eric. They're all gonna be at the show on hi, baby.
Hey, how you doing? Hi.
This is my
like your godson?
This is my godson.
Like your godson, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm almost done with you. Would you ever do a dating show?
Yes, I would. I
Okay.
would. I definitely would. I'm 5 minutes away from being divorced. No, that's not going to be my story. I read the comments sometimes. No, that's not going to be the storyline for me this season. It's going to be about me getting her groove back, honey. And yes, I'm going to be happy. And I'm excited, honestly. Come on, Brookie. Get up, baby. Mommy's back hurts. Come on, get up. Sorry.
You're fine. Just a few more questions, not about housewives, general life questions, and then I will let you go. Number one.
Okay.
Number one, what's one advice you wish you could give up?
Sugar.
Okay.
Sugar. I eat way too much sugar. I'm a sugarholic.
Okay. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh, probably I'm a good mom. That I'm a good mom. Yeah.
Your biggest.
It melts my heart.
Okay. Your biggest professional regret.
Ooh. I don't think I have one. I don't think I have one. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I follow my heart and my dreams. I don't think I have one.
Okay. What's one thing you've always wanted to try but are too scared to?
Diving out of a plane. Diving out of a plane. Yeah, I want to do it so badly, but I'm afraid of heights, and I get over it. Like, you know, with skiing and stuff like that, I have to build myself up to like get to the top of the mountain and to go over. But yeah, I want to skydive. I want to skydive so badly. I just don't think I can ever build myself up to do it.
That's scary. Yeah. Who's the last person you text?
My dance partner Brandon from Dance with the Stars. He's just such a cutie pie, and
He's cute.
yeah, but he has my back, you know, and I miss that. I miss that feeling of somebody just taking care of you and being defensive and, you know, protective, I should say, protective of you, and just being a kind person. Like, I just miss that in my life. So he's giving all that, honey. He's giving all that.
Okay.
Follow him. You know, he's a good guy. He's always got positive stuff to say and do.
Okay. What's the best thing that has happened to you this year?
Dancing with the Stars. Yeah.
Okay.
Dancing, living a dream, being able to live a dream, having this beautiful situation. I feel so blessed. You know what I mean? I feel blessed in my life because it could, you know, listen, with the emotional stuff that I'm going, oh, baby, I can't even pick you all the way up. Shonda, come get Brooklyn, please. I can't even pick her up. Like, my ribs are killing me right now. I think with all of the negative stuff with my personal life that's happening and just not, you know, being able to sign the dotted line and go your separate ways, and someone asking for things with my house that clearly I own before you, just crazy stuff like that. I just think that when those things come up, I'm just blessed more because I also give as much as I can to other people to help them. You know, like with Baby Quest and giving a scholarship so other people can have a baby, because I suffered from that. You know what I mean? I just want to continue to just give love out, and hopefully I'll just continue to receive it back. That's the only thing that I really can do.
When is the last time that you read someone or cursed them out?
Ooh. I can't remember. Like, I've just been so, you know, I've just been so happy lately. Just like,
Okay.
I can't think of the last time, you know. Let me check my watch. No, I'm just kidding.
What trend in reality TV would you like to see end?
More positive Black leads in images, things like that, in reality television. More about businesses, more about how to build businesses, how to, you know, to succeed, and also the financial world. I don't think we have shows that really highlight that too. So
Okay.
I would just definitely want to see a little bit more of that, because I see resumes. I hire people a lot. You know, I'm a
Right.
producer and a businesswoman. You know, guys, I have to shout out Kenya Moore Hair Care. We're growing. We're getting ready to be in CVS in January.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, CVS, a lot of doors. So we're like, you know, exponentially growing. And thank you to you guys for supporting me and believing in the brand. New products are coming out. It's going to be amazing. A new line. So I would like to see more about, you know, more of that, you know, more about women entrepreneurs helping each other, and also just teaching like internships, like something like that, where you're teaching kids financial responsibility, because a lot of our kids in these Generation Z and X and all, they have no clue about how to hold a job,
Right.
how to write a check. They don't even know how to write in cursive.
Okay.
So it's heartbreaking. So, you know, more about that, more about education and things like that.
Okay, and last question, what do you want your legacy to be?
What I want my what?
Legacy to be.
Oh, wow. That I was a badass, you know what I mean? That I was a queen, that I was, you know, that I was ambitious, and that I was strong, and that kind, giving, great mom, a motivator, and inspiration. So all of those things.
Okay, perfect. So we want to reiterate that you should also, you know, you should of course watch Dancing with the Stars on Mondays and Tuesdays, but you should vote, and you can vote 10 times via text message. You can go on the website, but if you are confused about what you can do, you can go to her Instagram page And she can tell you, and it tells you all about how you need to vote. Is there anything else you want to say before I let you out of here?
No, just thank you guys for hanging in there with me. Thank you for voting. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for having my back online. Just thank you, Team Twirl. You are the best. I have the best fans. And thank you so much to the Jasmine brand, because you guys support me too. And I really appreciate you guys.
And thank you, Kenya, for always being supportive as well. And I've said this both, like in other interviews when people are talking to me. I'm like, I know that Kenya is the villain on, Atlanta Housewives, but you and Candy are probably one of the most kindest people. I mean, Candy's not really surprised, but you, every time I see you, you're just like, hey, how are you? You're very kind. And I'm like, I don't know who that is sometimes. I've never seen that from her. So
it's most people have it.
But I just want to but I just want to say thank you for always being supportive to us as well.
Always continue to grow, continue to shine. You're a queen, and you guys are doing amazing things.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Okay, say bye, Brooklyn.
Bye, Brooklyn. Bye. Bye.
Hey, Brooklyn. She's so silly.
Okay, thank you guys.
And this right here were most of Team Twirl. That's what Kenya Moore called her supporters were doing, screaming, clapping, doing all of that when she said Mark Daly putting her through all of this and her going through this divorce is not going to be her storyline this season coming up. She's going to show how happy she is. She's going to be getting her groove back, and the list goes on and on. The issue is, will Bravo allow her to do that? The only way Bravo can't do that is if Kenya doesn't mention it at all. Because she can have a long conversation about how happy she is, but even if it's a few seconds of Mark Daly being sprinkled in there, Bravo would cut her entire I'm happy conversation out and focus on that, because that's just who they are. The producers I'm talking about. So we shall see. Yes, this is her life and her story, and it's her reality. So Bravo showing that makes sense. But this will be how many seasons of the same thing? So people are like, girl, we love you, but we don't want to see it. We don't want to see you cry anymore. We just want to see you be happy and all of that. Now, if crying is a part of her reality, then hey, it is. But she's aware that, listen, what's done is done, and I'm about to move on. So I know most of you are happy that our girl normally, she doesn't read the comments, the hate, all of those things. She goes over there to Manor, being an amazing mom and enjoying her life, okay? But if there's any time a group of people are happy that Kenya read the comments and, and the critiques and all of that, I know it's now. And speaking of Manor, you heard what she said. It's just like, wow, are you serious? What is he trying to do? Is he trying to say the poo that she put in and the other, new additions that she added to the house, he contributed to that? Is that what he's fighting for? Because that woman always wanted to put a pool over there before he came around. You acted a fool. She's not willing to tolerate the nonsense anymore. Just move on with what you came into marriage with. And then you sat on TV. If this don't work out, she can have it all. What happened to that now? You know what I'm saying? What happened to that? But Kenya said she's like seconds away from, moving on. So hopefully the judge, will do the right thing, man, because it's her house. Years before you came in the picture, she bought that house, dude. So just move on with your life. And I wish Mark Daly the best, because he is still Brooklyn's father. And that's the reason why I really don't be, going all the way there with him. Because as much as I do these videos looking out, for Kenya and defending her, that is still Brooklyn's father. So I'll leave that to her in the court to deal with Mark Daly. But that's just nonsense to me. I've always said this about Kenya when she does her interviews. She will laugh, joke around, throw fun shade here and there. Even in her confessionals,
she's not malicious. She's not trying to destroy people's lives. She realized that it's just a show, is my job, and I'll kiki here and there. But when you listen to her confessionals and her interviews compared to other people's interviews, like you heard Nene, I don't have love for this person. Like she made sure she kept repeating she's a troublemaker. Like you could feel the hate there. Whereas Kenya, and this is way before Greg passing away, Kenya has always maintained this laughter and, I just don't care. Nene showed me who she is. I believed her and I'm just moving forward with my life. It's nothing malicious and this hate and rage for another human being. It's never that deep. The same thing goes for Porsha Williams. She's always been this way. Another thing too, Kenya is a businesswoman, okay? Porsha is no longer on the show. So me going in interviews and coming for her, dragging her, talking about, her relationship and all of that, what good is it going to do me? We're not going to have any conversations or storyline or nothing together because she's no longer on the show, especially for this season that's coming up. So me bashing her in interviews is just going to give her more leverage. Oh my gosh, Porsha left and here's Kenya Moore dragging her and Kenya Moore is this, down the third. So in as much as even before Porsha leaving the show, Kenya really don't be going in interviews like that. She might throw her fun shit, like I said, and then she moves on. It's never this deep rooted like hate that the other people have when her name is mentioned when they're doing interviews. So very smart. I wish her well, and what she said is true. I said it in my review, okay? Unless Bravo really wants to be messy, Porsha is an executive producer on her spinoff. So she gets to show this, lifestyle, but then it gets boring. Yeah, people will, oh my gosh, Porsha's living the life, but after a few episodes, it's going to get boring. So it looks like Porsha is aware of that. So they will have drama on their show. They will have those deep conversations that people feel like, are uncomfortable. They will go there in order for her get, another season, and to the point where she no longer have to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she can just focus on her own show with her family. And she knows the formula. She knows that, the other things are cute, but Bravo is here for the drama. But exactly what Kenya said, Porsha gets to control her own narrative. I thought the whole segment about her singing Call Tyrone and joking around and saying to Sheree call him, is he laid up in Chateau she can't pay? Kenya said that. Chateau Telma. Man, these two used to have me in tears. As far as her friendship or whatever it is with Milo, the whole thing is just conflicting. One minute she has a peach, the next minute she doesn't. I'm just going to wait for the cast photo and see. But if Milo have a peach and Porsha Williams is no longer there, you already know Milo is going to find somewhere to get her storyline from. So when Kenya said, well, good for now, we shall see once we start filming. Exactly. It can go either way because a main part of her storyline was coming on this season with a new season to drag and continue to expose allegedly Porsha Williams, because Milo knows where Porsha Williams' bodies are buried. They were friends. With Porsha not being there, it's like, okay. But you know what? It all depends if the other chick, thank goodness Jasmine did not bring her up. Her image is on the screen. Yeah, her. Unless, she doesn't play her cards right and go after Milo then. But then again, you're going to have new people on there. So who knows? But yeah, Kenya was being realistic. Look, some of these girls, the camera comes on and they will switch up on you for that check. And when Kenya said that Cynthia Bailey had 3 weddings, She was basically saying, remember, she got married to Peter. Then I think they had a vow renewal, and then now she's married to Michael. So that's why Kenya said almost three weddings. It's the most recent video that I did on Kenya Moore and Baby Quest. Wish it was nice for her to bring that up in this video. But yeah, she, donated, and her funds were used to help, couples going through infertility issues. And Jasmine talking about Kenya is one of the nicest people, but her blog doesn't reflect that. I get it. Kenya is a businesswoman as well, so she's gonna do her job the same way how she still goes on the Wendy Williams show, even though Wendy has hit her below the belt. As far as, allegedly LaToya not coming back, even though Kenya didn't confirm it, but, we've heard news. How do you keep Drew and not LaToya? Now, understand Porsha is not there anymore, but they are still able to have conversations about certain things without mentioning a certain person. But I get it, with Porsha not being there, the story wouldn't be as strong. But for Drew to be a hypocrite, to drag LaToya about allegedly messing with a married man, and we find out it was a lie, then to turn around and be all up on a Porsha, you know what, and supporting her and cheering her on with what she did with Simon, it's like that right there in itself. LaToya deserved to come back and drag her one last time and put her in her place, okay? And when I say drag, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about conversation and just holding people's feet to the fire and holding people accountable. So that would have been nice, okay? But we shall see what these new girls have to bring to the table, and Sheree and all of that. There you have it. I'm wishing Kenya and her family absolutely nothing but the best. I'm wishing all of you the best, and take care.
The end of here, my Fina loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.